All right. Well, welcome everybody. This is a live show that we're doing. We're doing it on Facebook. Hi. And we're doing it on Zoom. And for those of you on Facebook, you may want to do the Zoom code here. And it'll be more fun because afterwards, we're going to actually all talk and share the good news and what's been happening.
Hey,
And
Dr. Hanks, center that because we can't see it.
well, I know, but you're on it already. I'm actually pointing. Thank you, Bill. But you guys know what it is. I'm pointing it to the Facebook that I have. Hey, Marco, how are you, man?
Sorry.
Yeah, but no, thank you, and you keep me straight, and I appreciate that, Ryan. And yeah, in this case, I'm just doing it also on live, and so it'll be fun because we're going to all talk. I'm going to share. This is for your families, for kids. Kids love this, by the way, and they'll sometimes pretend like they're not paying attention, but believe me, they're paying attention and they're loving it. And all of you are going to really enjoy this. And this show, we do this every Wednesday now at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, and it's called Health, Wealth, and Success. And there are 3 steps for health, wealth, and success. And many of you know also that I'm in real estate, and so we together we have a mastermind group, and in fact we met on Tuesday yesterday, and we meet on that. So if you are in real estate, just any real estate professional, that we have that available too on Tuesdays, and that's at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, and that's called Agent Wealth Success. So again, Tuesday if you're in real estate, but today is about with us, our families. We've all been through a lot. We're all sitting at home. I had to go buy some gloves for my son who can't get this at all because he probably would pass away. And so and I'm going to Costco in it, and our worlds have just changed. And the beautiful thing is that we have the power within each one of us to be able to control our inside world, and that way our outside world isn't going to be negatively affected by it can't touch us. Okay, and so probably the thing that's on the top of everybody's mind is, hey, I want better health. And I literally have 3 easy steps for better health. And every week we're going to talk a little bit more about these 3 steps, and I'm going to give you other information. If you want to, you can also, for those of you that don't have my contact information, it's drhank at drhank.biz. So Dr. Hank at drhank.biz. And at Dr. Hank, again, for those of you that don't know, that I'm a mental scientist, so I'm a head doctor, and I've been checking all you guys out, and you're all good. In fact, you're all great. Hi, Angelica, how are you? and so we're going to get into all 3 steps, and then after we discuss that, we're going to actually be able to go on here and again on the Zoom for those of you on Facebook Live that we're on Zoom. And again, there's that code if you need that code to do that. But we are then going to, and we got lots of people on the line, and it's just fantastic because everybody's looking to, hey, I want to have better health and wealth and success. And, how do I do it with these circumstances? And we're going to rise above these circumstances, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. In fact, we'll be doing a little dance, and Teresa has a happy dance, and so we'll be doing a happy dance, and we'll be doing a little singing. There she is doing her dance, and so for all of us to lighten up and to realize that we actually have the control here. It doesn't matter what the sicknesses, diseases are out there. It doesn't matter what the government's doing. What matters is this is the inside job. And so I would suggest also you write this down. And then afterwards, after you've written your notes, and when we've completed this, and this will go for as long as you guys want it to go for, and we'll talk. And like yesterday, we just had a beautiful way for all of us to connect. You know, we're kind of at our homes and unable to go to meetings and see each other. So this is our new way of being able to connect with each other. In fact, I want to give you all a high five there. Thank you, and I'll give you kisses and hugs, and you know, it's just all good, and so you feel that, you know, and we're already feeling better, and you're gonna just feel great. You're gonna be flying with your angels today. In fact, today I was looking out in the sky. It's just such a beautiful world that we live in. Looking out in the sky, and all of a sudden I see an angel in the clouds, and I took a picture of it and I posted it on Facebook, and so you know, there's just magic all around us. And today we're going to make magic, and I'm going to show you how to make magic for you and in your life. So let's talk about step number one. And again, these are very easy, and you'll say, do these really work? You know, like, can this really improve my health or my wealth or my business? And I can tell you it will. In fact, I just had a real estate agent this morning contact me and just say thank you so much for these steps, because she had a closing 2 days ago and has a closing tomorrow, and like I didn't even know she was around per se, but she was listening to all of this, and so it does play out. And I've helped people overcome cancer. I had someone's large intestine be as small as a pin that means to get your food through them, and the doctor said, you know, that they may die, etc. And within a few days, that large intestine went up to its regular size, like that big, and the doctors just went, we don't know how it happened, but we all know how it happens, is when we get connected with God, all things are possible. And so we can heal ourselves, we can stay healthy and be healthier, and we can be more wealthy and more successful. So the first step, so this plays out, and again, I'd ask you to write it down, even for those of you that have heard this before, and that is, it's good feeling thoughts. And so what does that mean? You know, what is a good feeling thought? And so our first session that we had, which was actually last Wednesday, I shared those some of those good feeling thoughts, and I actually have a handout here for you to have good feeling, literally some good feeling thoughts, and I'll write down some of them. And if like one thought resonates with you, go ahead and write that down. And if you want a copy of this, that just email me, text me, whatever, and I'll be happy to send you a copy of it. But the more you can fill your mind, because and let's do another thing, is that, well, Dr. Hank, you're just making this stuff up and you're in La La Land. And you're right, I am in La La Land, and all of you want to be there too. And so we can all be happy, and happier than we have ever been. And but this is actually proven by science, and basically science says that all things that we want created, in this case we're talking about health, wealth, and success, it all starts with the number one thing, and that is your thoughts. And so then those thoughts create energy that create matter, and M-A-T-T-E-R, and that's why thoughts become things. So if we have good feeling thoughts, we are going to start creating the thing. It will put you in a state of allowing, and it'll also put your trillions of cells in a state of allowing and at ease, so that God can guide them. Literally, there's this well-being that flows to us all. And when we have these good feeling thoughts, we can allow them to flow. And you may ask, well, you know, how can it bring me wealth if I'm just doing some good feeling thoughts? And the answer there is that God knows exactly what you want, knows where you are, what you want, And then that path of least resistance, the easy path, where the Father does the work, as Christ had said, where the Father does the work. And so thus, you've already done your asking, and God knows what you want. What you really need to do is be in a state of allowing, and one of the ways out of these 3 steps is good feeling thoughts. So let me read a couple of these to you. I want to feel better today. And now, isn't that great? In fact, do you know that everything that you desire, more business, better health, to be able to go outside freely, to be able to eat at restaurants again, whatever all those things are that you want, every one of those things are so that you can feel better. And so if you just ask, that's the big question, the big statement, the big asking, ask and you shall receive. We need to ask, well, what have we recently been asking for? And so, in fact, I want to share just a great story. I just found this out last night. One of my real estate agents text me, and she is Mensa, which means she's actually a genius IQ. And she told me that she wrote a song, and the song is "Breath of an Angel." Isn't that beautiful? I mean, just hearing that, the breath of an angel, I just love that. And she wrote that song. And so one of the points that I'm going to share with you is, if you've been watching TV, I want you to stop. Okay, that they're looking for bad, awful things and there's plenty of bad, awful things that, right now, this virus, by the way, is about the equivalent of the regular flu during the winter season. And so, not to minimize that, but the point is that there's a lot of healthy people out there. In fact, this has only affected 0.0001 of the population. And so for us to start recognizing and looking for the things that we want, because when you watch that, how does it make you feel? Basically, it makes you feel bad, right? And so anyways, back to this song, Breath of an Angel. And here some of the words are to the song. My mental scientist says to turn off the news. That's me. And then she says, letting it in is as bad as the flu. And it is, because the flu will make you feel bad, but also watching the TV will make you feel bad. Now, to watch a funny movie would be great. And one step you could think about is, hey, I'm going to Google what's the funniest movie of all time, and I'm going to go watch that tonight. Okay, that we will all just be a little bit easier with good feeling thoughts, and be able to move through life easily and gracefully. Like, I literally have had just a miraculous time. And I know, like, Teresa is there, and yesterday she was just telling us on how she just loves on how we as real estate agents have made a commitment, and with our mastermind group that's available now nationally because of this blessing of what has happened, that instead of just being a local little group, we've opened it up nationally, and we are out supporting the communities. We are out supporting first responders and police people and fire people. That, it's just amazing on how we have been there to serve those that are serving, if you will, and to bless the world. And so Teresa's just on, she's flying with her angels and just so happy. And that's how all of us can be in this situation. This brings us opportunity. And yesterday, in fact, we talked about that. The focus point was on opportunities. Let's look for the opportunities. And so another thing that comes to mind that I'd like you to write down is to write down this, that I expect big, happy surprises today. I expect big, happy surprises today. And when you wake up in the morning, if you'll breathe deeply, and then you will start saying some of these thoughts and the things that you want, these good feeling thoughts, okay? Well, I expect big, happy surprises today. So let me give you a couple of examples on how that has impacted me. So again, today, I shared with you on my son and his condition, and he needed gloves, and he needs to have gloves because he just can't get any of this stuff just because of the way things are in his life right now. And so he needed gloves, and of course the number one thing is for him to do this, and in fact he's watching this, and so he'll have good feeling thoughts, and he'll have great health, but he needed gloves, and there are no gloves. And then all of a sudden I'm driving along, and all of a sudden I think, I'm going to go to that Costco business warehouse, and it's this little warehouse that nobody ever goes to, and how many people are in there, and what do they have? A brand new pallet of just these gloves. It's being carted right into the store, literally right as I walk in, and they bring it in. Like, oh my God, there the gloves are. So I ask for gloves, and God gives it to me. And then I had the angels in the clouds, and I mean, just all kinds of miraculous, wonderful things have happened to me today because I asked for big, happy surprises. So good feeling thoughts, others. I want to smile more today. If you ask, I want to smile more today, God will deliver you more things to smile about. It's just incredible on how this plays out. I want to laugh more today. And so think about that too, about, man, I want to laugh more today. And I guarantee you, at the end, we're going to open it up to everybody to talk and everything on the Zoom call for those of you on Facebook. And I guarantee you, we're going to be laughing today. And in fact, I asked for all of you, that I prayed for all of you today, and I asked to open up your minds and open up your hearts to this message, but also to this magnificent creator that you are. And I invite God to be with me now. I want to feel good. I want to feel as good as God feels today. What a great sentence. Doesn't that make you feel good? And hasn't all of this discussion just kind of taken you away from this thinking of whatever's going on in the outside world? Because I promise you, it doesn't matter what's going on in the outside world. I've had the most miraculous 6 weeks. It's just been a blessing and given more opportunities to bless my family, other people, my agents, the world. And so this is the time for us. This is springtime, and it's for us to plant the seeds. Okay, and the seeds we're planting are with our thoughts. And so if you think about, oh, I hope I don't get this, that you actually are attracting that into your life. Or if you say, I hope other people aren't getting it. No, what you do is you send good health to you and to the world and all those that you love, because you can't attract something that you can't not attract something that you're thinking about. So you can't say, I don't want to get sick. It actually will help you to start attracting sickness. So with that I have developed, and it's just great, and I would suggest you do this too, that at night, before you go to bed, ask your subconscious mind. And by the way, I'm giving away everything that I have. And so if you need anything, if you need paraliminals, how to tap into the subconscious mind, if you need me to, if you will, coach you to help you with something, you just contact me, and you need my book. So for example, Your Royal Path to Riches, that I have the original manuscript of that. And if you want to understand how to tap into your subconscious mind and to feel better, that book is one of my many books that will help you to do that. So last night I said, I'd love to be able to share just something godly, some message, some whatever you think of God, but something that of real value that everybody can use, and that it'll help everybody in order to rise above this and to be happy and to have more health, wealth, and success. So I woke up, and I'm breathing deeply in bed, and I'm just asking for the thoughts of God to come to me. And all of a sudden, boom, this pops out, and it literally, it's right here, and it's this handout here. And again, I can email it to you, but it's 8 steps to better feeling thoughts. So how am I going to go get better feeling thoughts? And because of, I want to move on to step 2 and 3, and for us to all talk and everything, that that I'm going to read these 8, and if any of them, hit you that, write it down and just say, hey, I like that idea, then I want you to write that down and then start implementing it. And if you want the whole list of 8, then just ask me and I'll send it to you. So step number 1, be nicer to yourself. When you be nice to yourself, yeah, isn't that sweet? And when you be nice to yourself, that it'll open up a whole new world for you, because that's resistance when you're talking. Guys, see, God isn't saying anything bad to you, about you, and never ever has, never will, no matter what stuff you've done that you think is bad. It's all part of life and contrast and expanding all that is. You are each just is such an integral part of the whole world, of the whole universe. You're so important, and that you're expanding thought and feelings beyond where they've ever been before. So everything is perfect where you are. This exact moment is the perfect moment for you to be in. And you're hearing this and you're awakening to, oh yeah, I am magnificent. You are, and you are great. And the first step is start being nicer to yourself. You deserve it. Okay, you are just a blessed being, and I love you, God loves you, and all that is loves you. Number 2, do more things that are fun. Let's just lighten up. Start finding some fun stuff. When I was in college, one of the ways that I kind of worked through college is I was a painter, and I would paint houses. And so I remember then it was a hot summer and whatever. So I decided, I had a little extra paint, whatever, and I decided to paint a bathroom door. Okay. And I just love, when I would paint, it just would put me in a state of non-resistance, a state of allowing. And I just loved, the painting and watching the lines of it and whatever. And so I painted a door, and that was fun to me. Okay. I'm sure most of you painting a door won't be fun, but maybe. But think about, just ask for, I'd like to do something fun today, and again, most of us are just in our place. So what are you going to do fun? So think about it, and you'll come up with some new ideas of fun, and maybe some games, some TV show. I've been watching, Sharon and I have been watching this this tiger thing on Netflix. It is like unbelievable. We're in the 3rd episode right now, and we're like, I didn't know people like this existed. They're running around with, I don't know, a couple 100 tigers, and this is in America. It's like, oh my God. That, Ryan, do you know what's the name of that tiger? Tiger King. I think it's Tiger King. But anyway, since I'm Netflix, I think it's the #1 show right now. But I mean, really, afterwards, Sharon and I go, like, this guy is riding elephants and got 5 wives and everything. This is in America. It's like in, I don't know, where's he? Florida or something, And I'm like, holy mackerel. So talk about fun. I mean, we're just like, wow. And then here's a real good tactical step that you can take. Pre-pave your day. Make your day the way you want it. And you may say, but Dr. Hank, I can't go anywhere. No, you can think, you can have these good feeling thoughts on how do I want my day. I want big happy surprises. I want to smile more. I want to laugh more. I want to enjoy myself. I want to attract more income. What a fun idea that is. Some of you, by the way, have, and you can do it right here. I mean, I got it right now. I have people on this line that have made more money this month than they ever have. Okay? And so it's all possible. It's just we have to start asking for that. I had someone go on, they call it furlough now, I don't know, I think it's losing your job or not getting paid or whatever, but you know, they come up with these new words. It's all the same thing. But you know, and they were sad, and I said, what are you sad for? You should be the happiest person in the world. This gives you the whole world of opportunities. Why don't you start formulating the ideal job that you want? You want, oh my God, I hadn't even thought about it. You know, he was kind of sitting in his pity party, whatever. And I said, no, this is where you get to expand more. You know, you can have the ideal job. And in fact, well, I don't have it here, but if some of you are in that situation, that I'll give you a meditation on a pure, or just words you can read, whatever, if you don't meditate, that, just an amazing way to, you know, like I now have the ideal job that uses all of my talents, that pays me handsomely, that gives me the freedom to be able to have a balanced life, that in a place that I want to live in, that doing things that I want to do, you know, all of these things. But see, if you don't ask for it, you're just going to get life by default. But you start asking for it, and I guarantee you, as long as every day that you're asking for whatever you desire, I guarantee you that it is only possible to get you what you desire, okay? So anyways, it's pre-paving your day, calling it the way that you want to. So it's not about, oh, that, you know, my travels are safe and easy, because most of us aren't going anywhere. But it's more about, hey, I want to feel better. I want to attract more money. I want to attract a client, that there's all kinds of business going on. It's for you to look at the opportunity of where is that business going on. And then I won't read all of them here, but another one is to meditate daily. And so I've talked to a few of you recently within the last week, and you know, I asked you, do you meditate? And you have told me no, and that, believe me, meditation. So I have meditations that normally I charge for. I'll give you my meditations. And so all you need to do, most of us have plenty of time. We don't have that excuse about being busy anymore. And by the way, get that out of your vocabulary, the word busy and word, and you know, all these things that don't make you feel good. Those are not good feeling words, and you want to have good feeling words and thoughts. And then another great one, and I'll leave it at this on this one, but it's why don't we all sit down today and write a list of what we do appreciate that we have. We have so much. We are so blessed. And that one, you know, that I appreciate waking up this morning. Okay? I appreciate all of you, and I love all of you. I appreciate all of our relationships and how deep and meaningful they are, and how they're getting better. And probably something to appreciate that is like, I'd write it on an index card, and I'm channeling right now, so it's a godly thing, on to appreciate your bright future. Because how many of you have thought about, I have a bright future? You have to believe, and you have to start calling forth. This is the seeds that we're planting in spring here, to be able to have this robust harvest. Now, robust harvest is, my future is robust, okay? I just can't wait for that just amazing future. So, so lots of things to appreciate. So with that, that's good feeling thoughts. And again, if you have any questions, and afterwards, in a few minutes here, we're going to open it up, and everybody can talk again on Zoom, for those of you that are on FaceTime. So let's do step number 2. And step number 2 is breathe deeply. So that's pretty easy, but it really isn't. Most of us have never been taught, first of all, how to breathe deeply, other than when we were slapped in the butt when we were born. And then we did that deep breath, and then we kind of forgot about it. In fact, we've even gone a step further, is that when we have fear, we go, ah, And it stops everything. It stops your thought, it stops your emotion, it stops the flow, the well-being that's flowing to you. And that then starts stopping up your body, and that causes dis-ease. So it really isn't disease, it's dis-ease. And if we're easy, we can overcome anything, any disease, any virus, anything that we so choose. We have the power to do that. And again, I've helped many people do that. And so, so I'm going to actually implement this second step right now, and I'd like you all to do it with me. It's only going to take a minute, but you will see that you will feel better on this. In fact, you will rise up as you breathe. You automatically raise your vibration, which raises your point of attraction, so you can attract better feeling thoughts, so you can attract the people that you want to, and circumstances and events, in order to experience and realize your dreams. And this is how dreams come true, by raising your point of attraction and just by your breath. So all the other stuff we've been talked about and told, that, you know, you got to work hard and you got to do. And remember what happens when I do, I end up getting do in my life. And that's why many people, as they're getting 30, 40, 50, whatever years old, that they're tired of swimming upstream, because you don't have to work. In fact, the Father does the work. You just need to have these good feeling thoughts and then breathe deeply. And so this breathing literally raises your point of attraction and puts you at a point where you're flying with your angels. And you're also flying with your desires, because your desires are up there, that high flying, high vibration. And to get up there is real easy. All you need to do is breathe. And so my kids were teasing me that, you know, I'm making them watch these, you know, webinars, and they're like, oh, whatever, you know, and they're teasing me, saying, hey, you know, I asked them, what did you like best out of it? And all three of them respond to me that, well, we got really dizzy, you know, and so, and you'll see, you'll get a little dizzy, but hopefully you get more out of this than being dizzy. And so, so here we go. And it's the proper way to breathe is 5 seconds in. And when you breathe in deeply, and imagine that that breath, your breath, is going all the way down to your toes. So breathing in deeply 5 seconds, and then breathing out for 5 seconds powerfully. Okay, you're a powerful creator and with love. And so let's do that. 5 seconds in. And out, in, and say to yourself, relax. In, and say to yourself, I want to quiet my mind. In, out. Seven, going to heaven. 8, you are great. 9, this is mighty fine. And 10, and blow out, and just relax. And open up your eyes. Ooh. And I'm going to open it up now to us speaking. And so let's all talk here. Unmute all. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, doctor.
How are you feeling?
Great.
Yeah, so So thoughts, questions, comments, miracles that have happened to you, challenges you want us to, well,
Dr. Hank, I spent yesterday for a couple of hours with Tabitha and Stacy and Chris.
yes.
We went to a vacant house. You talk about having fun. We went to a vacant house and everybody did a video to talk about virtual real estate works.
Wow.
And that particular house was sold, and there's two happy families right now. And it was done 100% virtual. But the beautiful part about yesterday was the four of us laughed, sit out in the sun by the pool. We washed our hands.
Yeah.
But the joy of it was to watch all three of the people that I was with that I care so much about have
Yeah.
so much fun in just a couple of hours. And so that was a great example of having fun and
Yeah.
creating good thought.
That's beautiful. That's just great. And
Absolutely.
yeah, and for us to, and I think my our fun together was, on us being on this on Tuesdays, the real estate one, and just what, how great it is to be together. And so if we can't be together live, that we can definitely do that. Other thoughts, comments, questions?
I have one other thing to say.
Sure.
There is a very special man on this call today. His name is Fred Calhoun.
His name is what?
Fred Calhoun.
Okay. Hi,
And
Fred.
Hi, Fred.
Fred is one of our first responders that we adore.
Awesome.
And so I just want everybody to thank him for his service over the years.
Yes.
And I want you to know, Fred, how much we appreciate you.
Yes. Yes. So, Fred, thank you so
Fred.
much.
Thank you, Fred.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fred.
That, we have first responders. That's one of the things that we're focused on. And you don't have to be in real estate to have fun with us on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. That there are ways for all of us to be able to, show appreciation, help others. And so in this case, it's first responders. And it's just fabulous on what we're doing there. Great. Thank you, Teresa. And thank you, Fred. And other thoughts, comments, questions? Roberto, I see you're in your car. Hopefully when we were doing the breathing, you weren't driving. What's going on with you, Roberto? Can you hear? Oh, you can't hear, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, he's trying to. Roberto, can you talk? Other thoughts, comments?
I love us meeting together. I love it. I look forward to it.
This is Adrienne. Teresa invited me to the call, and I'm the stager that staged the house that she was in yesterday, and it makes me happy to hear people enjoying the beauty that is that house, and just being surrounded by the comfort and the relaxation and all of that. I really enjoy that.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And were you there? Were you actually there?
No, I was not. I haven't been back to the house since we staged it, but
I see.
yeah, it's just a gorgeous house. So
Oh, that's great.
we'll be
That's
staging
great.
it soon, but I'm excited to go
Awesome.
back again because it's just such a gorgeous house.
That's great. Yeah.
And I would like to thank you, Adrienne. Adrienne is with Copper Key Designs, folks, and she does a beautiful job on
Awesome.
height staging and vacant staging for us. He's got a heart of gold. He is participating in our first responder program,
Oh, good.
and our clients absolutely love her.
No,
Thank you, Adrienne.
that's wonderful. Oh, fantastic.
Happy to help.
Well, great. Other comments, questions that It's-
I have a question. It's
yes,
Karen.
great.
I'm raising my hand because I'm new.
Oh, hi, Karen.
I am probably the most cautious person that you'll run into with all the virus issues and things in general. So the way you were talking about positive reframing of conversation,
Yes,
um, if our subconscious is what's in control of the things that happen to us
that's correct.
correctly.
Yep.
So things that I'm fearful of and things that I have to, for example, I'm in a high rise and I have to share a little, how many cubic feet metal box, 20 floors down to an elevator.
Yeah,
There are germs and I have to use a common laundry room. So
yeah.
instead of, obviously I'll still take precautions necessary, but can you, and I don't know if this is helpful to anyone else,
Sure.
can you ways as we're doing the things we need to do,
Yes.
the way we reframe instead of, oh, I hope,
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm touching my elbow where someone else had,
Right.
through ways
Right.
to.
And it's a great question. And so let's start out by being, yes, it's very practical as far as, hey, we're going to keep our 6 foot difference. We're going to, maybe wear gloves. We're going to have, the sterilizing on the wet ones, whatever, all of that, those type of things. Now, once you do that, know who's in control, and God is in control. And what I mean by that is that your prayer is your thought, and that prayer is going to God, and God will make whatever you're thinking about happen. So my counsel to you is to never think about, oh, there's, germs there, or I get it there. That you think about, I love that I am fine, that I am healthy, that I don't need any protection because God will show me the way. When we are connected with God, and again, that's through this meditation, that's through good feeling thoughts, and through breathing, where we get connected, we will be guided to all the different things of what we want, which means you won't get sick. You won't get those germs. But you can't be thinking about germs without attracting them. And so I never think about any of that stuff. I'm very careful as far as the practical, but then from there, that's it. I know that I am well, that I am healthy, that all is well, and I think other thoughts. So if you walk out in the hallway and you're thinking, oh, this is a narrow hallway and there's germs there, you're going to pick up and you're going to attract, because you're so powerful that whatever you're thinking about is going to come to you, that you're so powerful that you'll attract every darn germ in that hallway. However, if you say, hey, I'm all is well with me, that I'm walking at one with God, I'm connected, and I'm going to go out and have fun, and I'm going to enjoy myself, okay? And so to be able to enjoy, I'm going to go enjoy myself, to go get the mail. And it's going to be, safe and enjoyable. And so think about those type of thoughts. And that's why I say, don't be watching the TV, because all the TV is saying is about that, that virus. And if you notice, I haven't brought up that word or whatever, because I don't want us to attract it. What's that, Karen?
I said, I'm sorry. I didn't know if that was a rule in here.
No, it's not a rule. No. It's not a rule. We don't have any rules. We just have fun. And so it's not a rule. But I know that I don't want to bring up that and as little as possible, because, and some people say to me, Dr. Hank, you need to face reality. And I tell everybody and anybody, there is no way ever I'm going to face reality. And all of us have been told one way or another, come on, face reality. And there's no way I'm going to do that. Instead, I'm going to create reality, because we, in fact, are creators, and that we create with our thoughts, and we take the energy that creates world and we can mold it into our experience. The reason why most of us don't think we're creators is because we don't ask for it. We just get life by default, or we're asking for what we don't want. Again, if I say, I hope I don't pick up a germ, you're gonna start attracting germs. So for us to rise up and say, you know what? Everything around me is healthy, that I attract just good, wanted things in my life, that I love feeling healthy. And so the more you can do that, and when you consume, so here's what I would do, and Karen, you know, you're like, you know, all of us have been at some point, you know, had a little fear. And what I would do is, if you're going to go outside, I'd read this document, and I just, instead of thinking about all that, you know, whatever, okay, because you can't do anything about that. And here's a principle too that I would recommend all of you write down. If I can't control it, I'm not going to think about it. You can't control that. Okay, so don't think about that. What am I going to think about? I'm going to think about what I want. I'm going to think about good feeling thoughts. So I want to feel better today. As you walk out in the hall, I'm going to feel better today. As you push the button, I want to smile more today. As you get into the elevator, I want to laugh more today. As you're mentally focused on that, it's only possible to get that. The other stuff goes away. You are like a light. That virus is a shadow. And when you shine your powerful, good feeling thought light on that shadow, what happens? What happens to the virus? When a light goes on a shadow, it disappears. So, you know, I'm healthy, I'm going to continue to be healthy, and that, you know, I shouldn't even be walking. I was paralyzed from my waist down. The doctor said and everything. I don't listen to anybody other than one. And that is that I listen to God. When I'm feeling good, I know that that means I'm thinking like God about this subject. So when you think, Karen, and all of us, when we go outside even or see another person, if we think, gee, I don't want to get a germ from them, I don't want to get this virus, how do you feel? You don't feel good. And you have fear. And the issue with fear is there's two powers, the two most powerful things to attract in your life. The second most powerful thing that we have is our fear. And so what we fear, we attract unless we can overcome that. And the only way to overcome our fear is with love. And so don't you just love? I want to feel as God feels today. I want to think as God thinks today. Because it's our communication system. When you think of that fear, you don't feel good. And that's God communicating with you that when you feel bad, then you're not thinking about this the way that I am. God's thinking about this is beautiful contrast. And this is going to birth a better life for all of us. And you will see we're going to all have a better life as long as you believe you're going to have a better life, because you're the creator of your experience. Nobody else, no virus, no nothing out there. So how do you feel now? Does that give you more clarity, Karen, as far as your fear is actually attracting, and so you want to overcome that and just have loving, good feeling thoughts? Is that helpful?
I still like plan to dance and take the steps and then react with love and attraction.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
Right.
you.
Beautiful.
That helped.
Beautiful.
Dr. Pink, Teresa
Yeah.
again. Okay. So thank you for sharing that. I guess what I want to say is I have the same thing where I love my happy thoughts and all of the mindset work that I do. I wake up in the morning. The first thing I do, I don't pick up my phone. I don't do any work, or I don't do any real estate playtime. Um, I don't go straight to tasks. I go straight to um, meditation for 30 minutes. It's usually a subject matter, whether it's personal growth or um, there's all kinds of different subjects,
Yeah.
or Dr. Hank's meditation. And then I spend probably 15 minutes praying for the things I want and connecting with God. And so when I'm done with those two things in the morning, I'm like flying high. And then I go to my tasks and my clients and my personal relationships that I know that every one of you have probably an intimate relationship where right now you're even more intimate being at home and not going out.
Yeah.
So going from, the quiet room and all these great, wonderful thoughts to the interaction with other people, I find that I feel a little bit of distraction. So I
Yeah.
would like to know, especially in an intimate relationship, they're talking about the news, they're there. You can't get away.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, so what I did in one case is asked to not be, I don't watch the news because it interrupts my happiness.
Right.
I asked, could you deliver good news to me from now on? Not about like the jobs that people are losing or the dead bodies in the morgue, but can you tell me about the people that are getting closer and
Yeah.
people whose businesses are being promoted and the sun that's shining and
Yes. You
but
bet. You
but
bet.
if they don't do that, Dr. Hank, where do I go from here?
Yes, yes. And so for everybody to clarify on the question is, what do I do with these other people? Because these other people maybe aren't connected. And remember, those that are connected are more powerful, if you will, more loving than millions that are not. And so for us to be connected with our source, with God, with all that is, and so you start that way, but the issue, what you're right now, calling probably a challenge is, what do I do with the people that, I am near? I don't watch TV, but I got to live with this person or whatever, and they're negative, or, they're saying whatever and they're doing whatever. And so first of all, that the one thing that I'd ask all of you to do from now on is to allow other people to be who they are. Because you wanting to be, gee, I wish they would be like me and I'm all connected, I'm all together and I all do the meditation, all that other stuff, that they're just fine too. They're creating just too. And so you want to allow them to be who they are. And so you love them. In other words, another word for this is show unconditional love. Now, if it bugs you, that's your problem, because you're the only one that can actually allow anything to impact you negatively or positively. You're the decider, you're the chooser of what you let in. So that's number one, allow people, and really that is show unconditional love. And I think that families knowing this, and for all of us doing this, that as we show unconditional love, that you will see that you're going to have a stronger, deeper, more meaningful relationship. And it's not this, oh man, I'm stuck with this guy in the house. And the second point is that I want all of us to start pre-paving. It's one of the 8 steps that I have on Good Feeling Thoughts here, that again, if you want to just email me or text me and I'll send it to you. But that one step is that I'm going to pre-pave how my day is. Well, that includes on the people that I'm going to attract. So you've already attracted, let's say, your family that you're with every moment of every day. And so you want to start saying, hey, I see them as being so kind and nice and loving, and I see us laughing together. I see us being more thoughtful with each other, more loving with each other. And so start calling forth what you want to see in those people, and then you will see what a powerful creator that you are, that you can actually change other people. Because as Karen was saying, it's in our subconscious mind. Well, I know how to tap into that subconscious mind, but most of us have a belief in our subconscious mind that we can't change other people. And the fact is, we can change anybody we want to with our thoughts. That's why Uncle Joe is worse every Christmas when we got to see Uncle Joe, because you have put in your head, oh man, I just can't stand that Uncle Joe at Christmas. And then God says, okay, we'll make it for you to really be upset with Uncle Joe. Okay, so be easy on yourself, lighten up, be easy with others, show unconditional love, and then start calling it the way you want. And be easy on it. You know, maybe that I just see us having nicer conversations. I see us just being more thoughtful with each other. And I see each other, I see us just falling in love more. You know, and that whether it's our children or our spouse or whatever, I just love that I'm falling in love. So make it about you. Quit telling them what they should do. If you fall more and more in love with that person, I guarantee you that person's going to look better and better to you. Amen.
Amen to that.
Dr. Hank,
Yes.
I wanted to add on something to what Teresa was saying. My kids check in with me in the morning, and I say, let me call you back because I have to take my medicine.
Yeah.
And my medicine is the breathing.
Yeah.
And, I've been doing a little bit of research about the oxygen and how it kills, the word we don't want to use.
Yeah.
But oxygen not only connects you to the creator, it's your breath, but scientifically it actually kills those things off.
Yeah.
So I do that 3 times a day. I got to take my medicine, and I do
Yeah.
my breathing in the morning, and I don't worry. And then I call in those things, and then I do it 3 times a day. So I'm taking my medicine 3 times a day.
I just love that. And so why don't we all take our medicine today? And what you heard Valerie say is that medicine, this breathing and deep breathing, this oxygen kills anything unwanted. So let's call it that, right? It's only unwanted. All this virus is what I don't want. And so here's another test. So Valerie, I just love that. And this breathing and 3 times a day is perfect. That's about what I do as far as my breathing, where I'm really, sit there for a while and do that deep breathing. It just literally lifts you up and you're on a cloud, you're flying around and doing a happy dance, with that. And so the other way to look at this, and Karen, this also addresses your point again, and a helpful technique to do, and it is this, that the germs, the virus, I hope I don't get sick, I hope I don't die, all of that stuff is really just one category. And that category is to include the spouses or the people, I don't like the way that they're being. All of that is what I don't want, period. So if you're walking out, like Karen, for example, if you're, walking outside and you think, oh, I hope I don't get, a germ, okay, that you immediately say to yourself, that's what I don't want. And so Christ said, turn the other cheek. And what that meant was, that's what I don't want. And then ask, what do I want? And when you ask, you shall receive. And all of a sudden start having, what do I want? Wow, I want to be healthy. I want to be clear and free. But you can't say, I don't want to attract any germs, because germs is an energy, and then you will attract that energy. The universe doesn't understand want or don't want, it just understands what you're thinking about. So I'm going to just think about well-being. That well-being only flows into my life now, that I just love. on how I have well-being, the goodness of God that flows through me all the time now and forevermore. And because of that, I'm all fine, that I'm healthy, wealthy, and successful. And
All
as you
right.
say that, and so again, this idea about that's what I don't want, what do I want? And then asking, what do I want? And wow, I want to be healthy. I want God's well-being to just flow on me. I want the light of God to come in me. I want to be healthy and happy and wealthy and successful, and just get lost in those ideas, and all those germs and virus will go bye-bye. And if you do happen to have it, it'll just flow right by and you'll never even know it. Okay. But the more that you fear that, the more you're going to attract the things that you don't want. And so that's how powerful we are. We can attract what we don't want or what we do want, and let's attract what we do want. So step one is good feeling thoughts. Step two is deep breathing. And then the third step,
Hey, how you
easy as can
doing?
be, drink lots of water. And so,
Good, baby.
I
Baby.
wake up, I have 16 ounces of water. During the night, I have another 16 ounces.
Yes, Glendora.
I have other water, then, I'll drink a couple more
That's
bottles
that's what I
during the
was
day.
trying to
So I
tell Natty,
probably
that
have
wasn't none of Dan
100
sister.
of that. Victoria, you can't be talking right now.
Sorry. Sorry.
No problem. You didn't have to hang up. You can mute yourself on that. Okay. So with that, let's do a little singing and a little dancing here. So let's and for those of you that want to do a little happy dancing, let's do that. But we like to laugh and have more fun.
Like to laugh and have more fun.
We are the chosen ones.
We are the chosen ones.
Health, wealth, success is my new game.
Success is my new game.
Happy is my new name.
Happy
is
my new name.
I accept prosperity.
I accept prosperity.
Abundance finds me easily.
Abundance finds me easily.
This is how we now live.
This is how we live.
By only speaking positive.
By only speaking positive.
You guys get an A for singing.
Excellent.
All right, kiddos, love you. Thank you so much. Know that health, wealth, and success
Love
is
you. So
yours
sorry.
now.
Love you.
Hey, I'm going to give you one last little goodie. I'm known for my magical sentences. So if you'll write this sentence down 21 times every day, it's going to start happening to you. And the magical sentence is, I easily accept good feeling thoughts, and I am prepared to increase my health, wealth, and success now. And again, if you write that 21 times, it will go then. I easily accept good feeling thoughts, and I am prepared to increase my health, wealth, and success now. Write that 21 times. You will have all three of those, because the 3 steps not only give you better health, but they will give you better wealth and success. 21 times, it'll just soak right into your subconscious mind, and then your subconscious mind will make it happen in magical ways. Expect big happy surprises. I love you all. High fives, high fives. All the best. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.